today's very special edition of Flipping Genius. We're going to be talking to Marek Jurzyna and Sam Wojnacki from Poland about their efforts to help Ukrainian refugees and a way that we can help them help these folks. Stay tuned. We can make an impact, flippers. If you buy and sell vehicles for a profit, or you want to, you're in the right place. This is the Flipping Genius podcast. Our number one goal is to help our listeners make more money. Every episode, we share information, ideas, and experiences of real-life car flippers. I'm Randy Lee. I'm the host of Flipping Genius. I've flipped cars most of my life. For over a dozen years now, I've been a licensed dealer. I am working to build the best podcast about successfully flipping cars for a consistent profit. Let's get to it, flippers.
Hello.
Yes, there you are. Marek, I'm Randy Lee.
Yeah. Hi, Randy. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Thank you for taking the time. This is exciting stuff. I'm excited to be able to possibly help somebody. And I know you must.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for your time and for everything.
Well, thank you.
It's very
exciting. I'm just blown away by what I see about the Polish people reaching out to the Ukrainian people. I'm Polish myself, so I'm very, very proud to see what I see.
Okay.
Sam, are you still on the line?
I am. I'm
okay.
Here.
Well, I'm going to get us kicked off because we're going to record this, Marek. I'm going to do my best to say both of your names correctly, and if you want to mispronounce my name, that would make me feel better. Hey, we are live in a conversation with our friend Sam Wojnacki, who is from up in north of Detroit by way of Poland, and his father-in-law, Marek Jurzyna, who is in Poland, and we're going to talk about the current events and the way that these two gentlemen are trying to help their neighbors. And I'm hoping that you flippers out there on the Flipping Genius podcast and all the folks that are involved in this group can help us help some of these folks. So without further ado, let's get started so we can find out more of what's going on. Marek, how many people do you currently? Well, first off, can you tell me a little bit about what your business is there and what your life was before a million people dropped in the front yard as the Ukrainians came across the border?
So actually, me and my wife, we have small hotel, and because my heart, probably yours as well, and others as well, was very soft when I've seen on TV what's happened on the border. So me and my wife decided to close down the hotel, all bookings, give back money to the clients, say sorry, but we would like to help Ukrainian people. And we opened this place just for people from Ukraine. And we made this decision 3 days after attack of Putin on Ukraine. And at this moment, we had almost 30 people. Some of them left this building and emigrate to Norway, to Italy. But for example, today, family with 4 kids left Poland and they are on way to Norway. But we have at this moment on way to our place 4 grown people and 8 children. Very, very poor persons. they walked on the without car, just on foot. They crossed the border between Ukraine and Slovakia, because there is much easier, because the queue is smaller. Yes.
Right.
So at this moment, one family left, 6 people, but we will have 12 people instead of this.
Mhm.
And tomorrow, one man is coming from Vinnytsia. Vinnytsia was attacked 2 days ago. He's in. His mother and his sister is here. So mother started cry and ask us, can we give a place for her son? So we said yes, of course, no problem. So he is on way, and at this moment we have around 30 people in the building.
How much
And
do you have room for more people?
yes, we have one more big cottage, and we can have there, about 5 more people. Yes.
Oh. Wow, I have watched some videos, some that Sam told me about, and others I've just found, and I've watched the people just welcoming the refugees coming into their country, and I just can't imagine the anguish and pain of leaving your country and leaving all your belongings behind. And I thank you for them, for what you're doing, reaching out to these people and making them feel welcome. It's a wonderful thing.
Yes. We can see tragedy, because when they cross this building, we would like to show them our hearts, our love. And we always say that this building doesn't belong to me. This building belongs to Jesus.
Wow.
And we would like, if everything what we have, so we ask them, feel here like in your own home. So it's great experience for me and for my wife, and they are very pleased. After 2 days we can see their smile and lots of good things.
Wow. That is wonderful. God bless you and your wife. Just a wonderful thing. What a wonderful way to show your Christian faith. I'm proud of you. Not that that's why you're doing it, but I am. It's amazing. Now Sam told me that you've got quite a few school-aged children that are also staying with you right now. How many school-aged children do you have at your hotel?
At this moment, we have 14 children. 14 children, and 9 of them are going to school, and 5 to kindergarten.
Okay.
The kindergarten is placed in the same place where is school.
All right.
So
that's what, about 10 kilometers away. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And for those of us who don't know about kilometers, although I have to admit I've run a 10K, so I know it's about 6.2 miles. So that's a long walk. Even for an old guy like me, that's a long walk to school.
Yes, this is big challenge, and also we started take place with other Ukrainian people in different town, because we try integrate them.
Yes,
communicate together, because this is very important for these people to be together, to talk together about every day where Putin is at this moment, which towns are attacked. And yesterday I was very scared, because to get a bus, they had to walk like a whole team of people on the road, which is very, very dangerous. From time to time, have big accidents close to our house, because lots of young drivers, crazy drivers, because of speed they have accidents. So when I can see this group of people with children walking to get a bus 2 kilometers, so this is about 1.5 miles, I'm very, very scared.
Mhm.
That's why I'm trying to, I ask some to contact people like you. Yes.
Well, I'm so glad that Sam reached out to us. Marek, I'm the host of a podcast called Flipping Genius, and we talk about buying and selling cars, and that's something that Sam's done successfully. And he was on episode 108 and shared his story. It was a lot of fun getting to know him, and then I was so happy when he reached out to me and shared this idea. Sam's idea is for us to try to generate some donations in that would come to you so that you could purchase a van to both transport the school age children to school without making multiple trips with expensive gasoline, and also to help with some of the mothers and the parents and even the probably grandparents for trips to town to get supplies and things. Am I correct? That's what you're hoping to do?
Yes, and also church.
Mm,
Church.
yes.
I will try to organize church meetings in our conference room, but everything takes time. But at this moment, we have lots of different reasons why I need this car.
Right, right. Well, it's a great idea, and that's what we're gonna reach out to our audience. And while I've got you and got their ear, it's a simple thing to do. You can go. We've got a domain set up. It's called uh, van4kids.com. You can just go to van4kids.com and you can make a donation directly to that. All of it will go to helping buy a used van to transport these folks. Um, Sam has set this up and he is administering it, and I'm just delighted to try to market it. We'll be talking at some local auctions and hopefully try to get this in front of the Independent Auto Dealers Association, at least here in the state of Alabama, as well as otherwise. You can give as little as $1, or you can give as much as you possibly want. And if you've got any ideas out there, because you guys that are listening to Flipping Genius are some of the smartest guys in the world when it comes to making deals. So if you've got a way for Sam and Marek to find a good deal on a van, whisper that in our ear too, because I don't have any contacts across the pond, as they say. I'm not much good outside of the state of Alabama, but I think that we can band together and do this. Marek, how much do you think it'll cost to buy a reasonably good vehicle?
It's a good question because should I exchange it for dollars or in zloty?
Yeah, the dollars will make the most sense. Yes.
I think that we can get 10-year-old car for around $10,000,
Okay.
roughly.
Mm-hmm.
You can get cheaper,
Mhm.
but it will be 14, 15-year-old. So I'm afraid to get this van and spend time in a garage.
Right, right.
So
Are you capable of doing any mechanical work yourself?
no, I don't. I'm a builder.
All right. Yeah.
I can do simple things, but I've always used mechanic.
Okay. Me too. I've been in the car business for 13 years, and I don't know if this joke will translate, but people say if you see Randy under the hood of a car, it means you just ran him over. Um, I don't do any. I have a mechanic that does all our work, so I think that's important for everybody to know that we're trying to fund a vehicle that is ready to roll. So I think $10,000 sounds like a pretty good target. And I'm just reaching out to the generosity of our listeners. Please go to van4kids.com and donate what you can. This is for a huge cause, and we don't know how long this war is going to end, or how big it's gonna or last, or how much worse it's going to get. But if the war were to end in 30 days or 60 days, and you were able to obtain the van, or a vehicle of some sort, what would you do with that afterwards?
I think that I will give this car in the future for Ukraine to help others.
I know that I knew the answer to that question. That is a wonderful thing. If you think about it, and I'm talking to all the people who are listening to us, these folks have left behind their houses, their cars, and just about every belonging in the world, and they've gone to a foreign country where wonderfully there's wonderful, loving people there and they can communicate with each other quite a bit. But there's going to be a time when they go back home, they will have nothing. So this is an opportunity again for this gift that we're trying to generate to be given a second time. That's a huge blessing. Marek, another thing I wanted to ask you about, and I know I've asked Sam about this, it fascinates me that the folks are coming to you, and are you able to converse with each other? Do you understand each other's language?
The Ukraine language is similar to Polish. Lots of words are, have the same meaning, and some of them knows English.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn Russian in
Right.
school.
Right.
So it's not a problem for us, any problem.
That's a wonderful thing. I know we have lots of immigrants that come to the United States from Mexico and Spanish speaking countries, and honestly, I can't speak any Spanish other than to tell people I can't speak Spanish. So that's a wonderful thing that you guys that you can communicate with each other. Have you? Let's see. I think I've asked most of the questions that I had on my list here. So we're looking for about a 10-year-old vehicle to fund, and this will serve as transportation for. Right now, you've got 30 folks staying with you, and more people on the way, and 14 school-aged children. This is a huge undertaking. One thing I was wondering, how are you keeping all these folks fed? Where is anybody else helping you?
Yes, the local, me and my wife, we were one of the first people who, opened place for Ukraine, and that's why we were on TV, we were on local newspapers, and people can come and see physically what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we had, lots of people who every day we have about 10 cars of food.
Wow.
Yesterday, a friend of mine, and he arrived from Czech Republic, and he helped me with some jobs around of the house. He bought 300 eggs.
Wow.
And also meat for me, and he gave $200 just from his children. He got 4 kids, and they gave everything what they had.
Wow.
So it is for, and we could buy. Yeah, he has 5 children. Sorry, so they gave everything what they had, and now we can buy 3 beds for we can spend this money for 3 beds which I can put in the cottage.
Wow.
So So no, everybody is trying to help me. We don't look for any domination, because we have Orthodoxan people, we have Protestants, we have different denominations people. For us, man is a man, and our hearts are for everybody. And I told them, and they know this. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I promise you, we are praying for you every day here. I belong to a Bible study group of men that study every Wednesday morning. So tomorrow morning I'll definitely share this with them, and we'll lift up all of the Ukrainians and all the folks in Poland and other people who are being directly affected by this in prayer. And I'm gonna keep reaching out to the audience of the Flipping Genius and try to get them to get their get their money out of their wallet and send a little bit your way, because this is an opportunity for us to make a difference. And I can't wait to see what the results are. And I pray that they will be as fantastic as they are in my head. But anything we can do to help you is going to be a blessing for us as much as it is for you, just to be able to be involved from this far away. Marek, is there anything else that you'd want to share with our audience?
For me and for my wife, it's great honor to help this nation. Ukraine people have great hearts. We love them, and we will do everything to help with every needs which they have. So please pray for us, because we feel this prayer. We can see the blessing from others, and we believe that our God will give everything what we'll need to, go through this difficult time.
Well, we definitely will. I appreciate you taking the time. I know it's getting late in the day. You've probably had a long day there, and I hope that as wonderful it is that you're doing this, I hope the need goes away, and that the Ukrainian people can go back to their homes, and that this can all stop. But we're gonna go to work and do our best to help you. Everybody, remember van4kids.com. Just go there, and you can help get this ball rolling, and we'll check back in with you. Thank you so much for taking the time, and thank you, Sam, for arranging everything.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really something. The conversation, the opportunity. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of videos about the refugees moving towards Poland, knowing that they were going to affect Sam's family. Sam was on our episode 108, and we got to know each other pretty well, and it's just an amazing thing. And of course, my family is originally our origins are from Poland, and so it kind of touched my heart. But if you watch the YouTube videos and things, you'll see what an amazing effort it is. And I think about the refugees leaving everything behind, their home, their car, all their belongings, to go to this new country, this foreign country, and they were welcomed with open arms. That is amazing too. The Polish people, like Marek and his wife and Sam, they desire to make a difference, and I think all of us do. And I know when Sam contacted me a couple days ago and told me what his family was doing, what his in-laws were doing, and what he suggested, I I just love the idea how we, the flipping geniuses, and the wannabe geniuses too, can help in a very specific way that we can relate to. I'm hoping so much that you guys out there will surprise me in a wonderful way, in more ways than one. And as you do, I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. This is nothing about me. This is nothing about you. This is about helping our fellow citizens of this world who are really in need in a very difficult time. So again, please go to vanforkids.com. That's VANFORKIDS for kids, vanforkids.com, and make a financial contribution of any amount. I hope you'll make a big amount, but if all you can do is give them $5, give them $5. Our goal is to raise $10,000 from all sources, and it'll take a lot of work because I just know it will. But let's help Marek and Mrs. Jurzyna. And by the way, if they're listening, I forgive me for mispronouncing your names over and over again. But let's help them buy that van that they need to transport those children to school and to kindergarten, and help care for the folks' other needs, the refugees' other needs, like getting supplies and attending church and going to doctor's appointments, and these displaced Ukrainian citizens need our help, and we can do it. We can do it. I believe it. I believe in you. So please help. Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for considering this. We'll come back next week with another episode of Flipping Genius, and I want to give you a little heads up on something I'm working on, because back here at the operation, I've got to keep flipping cars because that's where the money comes from. And I fell onto one that I think I'm gonna try to make lemonade out of lemons. It's a good running old Dodge Ram 1500 extended cab. It's got four-wheel drive. It's got I think it's got four-wheel drive. It's not a bad looking vehicle, but I've got some issues with the transmission. And it's over at Dennis Johnson's. I'm hoping that they can, find some linkage to fix or something like that. It runs like a scalded dog. I think that's a good thing. It really does. It's got some good power to it. It's got a lot of miles on it, of course, and it's got some decent appearance. But with the market the way it is right now, I think that somebody might be interested in buying it from me, even with the transmission issue, because they can pop a transmission in. But I'm a little worried that I'm going to lose money on this one. I don't like losing money on anything, but I'll keep you up to date on that one as it comes up. Hey, everybody, if you aren't a member of the Flipping Forum, please join the Flipping Forum. It's free to join. Just go to Facebook groups and search Flipping Genius. You'll see all of our groups there. The Flipping Forums, usually the first one that comes up, and we use blue and white on that one, so it kind of stands out. It's free to join. Just answer a couple questions for me so I know that you're not a scammer or a spammer. There's a lot of those on there, and I try to keep the group very clean. But there's flippers from all over the world on there, including Poland, and we would love to have you join. And we will be posting the updates from our efforts, and I say our efforts, all of our efforts. And by the way, this episode will also be available on video at the YouTube channel if you'd like to watch Marek and me converse. That'll be exciting. Might put some pictures on there from if I can figure out how to edit it in there too. And you'll see some photos and some other things come up on the forum, as you always do. I probably will be doing some Facebook Live promotion because I really want to get behind this thing, and I hope you'll help me with it. But look for more things, and please consider becoming a flipping team member, flipping champion, or a flipping partner. The 3 levels, I forget them. I would love to have you. You help us, and when we turn around and try to help you more. You can find out all about that. Just go to flippinggenius.com. That's FLIPPINGENIUS.com. Or if you're watching the video, you see it right above my head. Go there and you'll see links to everything, including our video channel, our YouTube channel. And go to our resources page. You can save money. And there'll be, of course, links to the new website I'm telling you about, ban4kids.com. Please go there and help us. Hey, everybody, let's work together. Let's make some money. Let's all become flipping geniuses.